Daniel lived in a small town. The people spoke only their local language. English was rare. He liked movies and songs in English. The words felt smooth and strong. But he could not speak English. He could not understand much. When he heard it, it sounded fast, like water rushing, like music without meaning. He wanted to learn. He wanted to speak and understand. He wanted to travel, study abroad, and get a good job. But it felt hard, like climbing a high mountain. He tried many times. He read books, watched videos, and copied words, but failed. People laughed at his mistakes, his accent, and his shyness. He felt small and weak. One day, he sat alone and asked himself, "Why do I want English?" He remembered his reasons, his goals, and his dreams. His heart became warm. His mind became clear. He promised himself to work every day, to find many ways, and to speak fluently. This is his story. Daniel started with listening. He played English songs every morning. At first, he only heard sounds. The words were strange. The speed was too fast. But he kept listening. He listened to news. He listened to movies. He listened to people talking online. Slowly, his ears got used to the sound. He caught single words, then short phrases. He learned to guess the meaning. He copied the way words sounded. He spoke them softly to himself. He played one short video many times. Each time he understood more. He closed his eyes and listened without looking. He walked around his town with earphones in his ears. English became part of his day. He realized that listening was like planting seeds. Each word was a seed. Each sentence was a plant. One day he noticed something. English no longer sounded like noise. It sounded like a friend. Daniel knew listening was not enough. He had to speak. First, he was shy. His voice shook. His tongue felt heavy. But he forced himself to start. He spoke in front of a mirror. He repeated words he heard in movies. He copied actors' voices. He read small sentences aloud. He talked to himself while walking. He described what he saw. "This is a tree. The sky is blue. I am walking home." He joined a small English group online. His voice was quiet at first. People encouraged him. Slowly, his words became clearer. His sentences grew longer. He learned to pause instead of panic. He learned that mistakes were part of speaking. Each day, his voice grew stronger. One day, he spoke for 5 minutes without stopping. His heart raced with joy. Speaking was no longer a fear. Speaking became a habit. Daniel decided to read in English. At first, he chose small books for children. The sentences were short. The words were easy. He read one page every day. He read slowly. He used his finger to follow the lines. Sometimes he did not understand a word. He wrote it down. He looked it up. He read the same page twice. Slowly, he moved to bigger books. He read stories, articles, and news. He read signs in English on the internet. Reading became fun. He started to guess the meaning of new words from the story. His reading speed grew faster. He learned new grammar without trying. He saw how sentences were made. His mind stored these patterns. When he spoke, he used them naturally. Reading filled his brain with English. It gave him words. It gave him ideas. It gave him confidence. Daniel began to write in English. He started with one sentence a day. "Today is sunny. I feel happy. I like English." He kept a small notebook. He wrote about his day. He wrote about his dreams. At first, his spelling was bad. His grammar was wrong. But he did not stop. He wrote and then checked each sentence. He used an online dictionary. He learned the right spelling. He learned new words. He tried short stories. He wrote letters to himself. He joined an online forum and posted small comments. People replied. Some corrected him. He thanked them. Writing helped him think in English. It made his sentences clear. It made his thoughts organized. He learned that writing was speaking on paper. The more he wrote, the more he spoke with ease. Daniel used technology to learn faster. He downloaded language apps. He played word games. He set his phone to English. He watched YouTube lessons. He followed English teachers online. He used voice recording to check his pronunciation. He searched for new words every day. He joined English chat groups. He made friends from different countries. They spoke through voice calls. Sometimes he made mistakes. Sometimes the internet was slow. But he kept going. Technology gave him many tools. It gave him instant answers. It gave him practice anytime. It turned his free time into learning time. With technology, English was always in his pocket. Daniel decided to live in English every day. He changed his phone, laptop, and TV to English. He listened to English radio in the morning. He spoke to himself in English while cooking. He thought in English while walking. He stopped translating in his head. He started dreaming in English at night. He only watched movies without subtitles. He only read English articles online. At first, it felt strange. His mind felt tired. But soon, English became natural. It was no longer just a subject. It became part of his life. Everywhere he went, English was with him. Daniel knew fear was his biggest enemy. He feared making mistakes. He feared people laughing at him. He feared forgetting words while speaking. This fear stopped him many times. One day he decided to fight it. He told himself, "Mistakes are proof I am learning." He started speaking even when he was unsure. He asked questions in English class. He joined discussions online. Some people corrected him. Some ignored him. But he kept going. Each time he spoke, the fear grew smaller. Each time he tried, his courage grew bigger. Soon, fear became a shadow. It was there, but it could not stop him anymore. Daniel learned that English needed daily practice. One day was not enough. 1 week was not enough. He made a small plan. He listened every morning. He read every afternoon. He wrote every evening. He spoke whenever he could. Even on busy days, he practiced for 5 minutes. He kept a calendar to track his progress. He never let it stay empty. Some days he felt lazy. Some days he felt tired. But he reminded himself of his goal. He reminded himself of his promise. Step by step, English became a habit. A habit became a lifestyle. Daniel understood that confidence was as important as grammar. He practiced speaking in front of a mirror. He joined live events online. He spoke in group calls. He told small stories to his friends. He learned to smile while speaking. He learned to keep eye contact. He did not rush his words. He dressed well for online meetings. He spoke with a clear voice. Each success made him braver. Each conversation made him stronger. Confidence turned speaking into joy. English was no longer a test. It became a part of who he was. Daniel's journey was long, but he never stopped. He listened, read, wrote, and spoke every day. He used technology and lived in English. He faced his fear and built confidence. He stayed consistent even when it was hard. Step by step, his words became smooth. His sentences became natural. He could talk to anyone. He could understand movies, books, and news. He could share his ideas without fear. English opened new doors for him. It gave him friends from around the world. It gave him better work. It gave him freedom. He began as a shy learner. He became a fluent speaker. His dream came true because he took many roads, and he never gave up.